On one side, Canada. On the other side, the United States. In the middle is a look over Belle Isle in Detroit, Michigan. Welcome in to Detroit. It's the site of this Week 11 matchup between the Florida Storm and the Motor City V8s. Welcome in to Bank Michigan Stadium, and that is where these V8s are going to host the Florida Storm today. The V8s trying to stay in the race in the North Florida, trying to clinch the East Division. It's Chris Curtis in the broadcast booth along with SFL Hall of Famer T-Roy Gaines. T-Roy, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. I'm getting ready to see this exciting matchup with a lot of implications involved for both teams, Curtis.
Should be a lot of fun to see where these two shake out. A nice competitive matchup, be a nice coup for the third from last game on the Week 11 slate. Motor City coming off a couple of losses in a row. They're trying to right the ship. Florida is on a 7-2 record. They are tops in the East Division, and they can clinch with a win here tonight.
Yeah, and Florida's trying to bounce back from that rough loss against Carolina, a heartbreaking loss. But they were one of the hottest teams in the league entering that loss. Hopefully they'll bounce back, but they are taking on a Motor City team who has a 3-game losing streak.
Yep.
After last week's loss to Canton, their last win was against yours truly and the Baltimore Vultures. They want to put an end to this losing streak and also get their first win in this series history. So very important, and also playoff implications for Motor City as well. So it's a very important matchup for both of these teams.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Motor City's going to get the ball first to start things out as this ball is up in the air off of Ethan Snead's foot. And we are underway in Detroit, just inside the end zone, to the 15 to the 20, left at the 20 to the 25-yard line. And that will bring out the Motor City V8's offense. The V8's led by Michael Brown, the rookie quarterback. You'll also see Ibrahim Krieta in spots on this offensive side. Christopher Dean and Bill Cherry are the two fullback attack that Motor City brings to the run game as well. On the wide receivers front, we have Johan Sutherland, Noe Terrazas, Guy Clausen, and Shane Kaufman, along with tight ends, 3 of them, Phil Koss, Azami Mihata, and that is Julian Gusters. First down and 10 from Motor City. Moving left to right across your screen from their own 25. Brown is under center. It'll be a handoff to the left. That is going to be Christopher Dean, and a good tackle by the defender there, only after a 1-yard gain. That'll work for King Rashid.
And good job by Ryan Davidson stopping Christopher Dean with that hit. He only needs 2 more tackles. He'll reach 800 for his career.
Dean in the backfield again. This will be a Michael Brown throw over the middle. That one is caught. 3rd and 1. Quick 8-yard gain. That'll work over the middle to the tight end, I believe, is where that is. That is Julian Gusters, the third tight end.
And Davidson with another hit, but it's a huge 3rd down. For Motor City, they must have time-consuming drives resulting in points against this tough Florida team. The 7th best 3rd down percentage in the league, and it goes for naught. It is a 3rd and 1 going nowhere, 4th and 1, and a quick 3 and out for the Motor City offense. That's not ideal for them, as they're going to give the ball to the number 1 ranked offense in the league. An offense that will be led by Bullet Bileksi. We'll talk more about that shortly.
Kick end over end towards about the 30-yard line, caught there. Return to the 33, so only a 3-yard return, not much to it. But here come the Florida Storm offense, as Caleb Giffis, the wide receiver. He's one of 4 wide receivers as he brings back that return. E.J. Minson, Art Vandelay, and Stephen Bush, the other 3. Ron Cochran, the Hall of Famer, is in at quarterback. And Charlie Bullet Biletsky, you talked about him. Tell me what makes him special after this play. He's in the backfield. 1st and 10. Cochran, the left-hander, in trouble, and he's taken down. Sack on 1st down will send Cochran back about 4 yards, 2nd and 14.
Great job by Doug Howard, just beating his blocker. Number 75 was just a swinging gate, and Howard was able to make his 10th and a half sack of his career. But what makes Bullet Bileksi great, he's a very patient runner. He can bring the pain, and he got speed like no other. He's one of the best.
Find a rare combination of a back who can lower the shoulder, lower the boom, and still outrun you on the back end of a run. 2nd and 14. Cochran throws. It's tipped and incomplete. I think they got tipped by a defender on the way through, and that is a good spot to do that. Matthew Holford, I think, got a hand on the linebacker.
And then this is a very important 3rd down for the Motor City defense. They need to make sure they can force this situation right here. 3rd and long. Get them off the field and get their offense back.
5 wide for Cochran. See where he goes with it.
Look out.
Cochran in trouble again, and unabated to the quarterback. Another swinging gate and another big-time sack. Holford gets the sack this time, and Florida will punt.
Holford on the linebacker blitz. Motor City sent more people than Florida was ready to block. Joseph Wade just allowed the speedy Holford to get through and make that sack. That's Holford's 12th of his career, and that's a great job by the Motor City defense.
All right, so that is not ideal for either offense. Quick 3 and outs on both sides, as this will be kicked end over end. Another return coming on the punt. It's a decent return to the 41-yard line. And Motor City's 2nd drive on offense as Sutherland will bring it up. So getting back to it, Motor City has yet to, the one pass was a pass over the middle. That was complete. That was to Julian Gusters. That's their only completed pass, talking about Michael Brown at the moment. See if they go back to the passing game on this 2nd drive. It is Christopher Dean behind him, 3 to the left with the tight end off to the right. And a nickel look on defense for Florida. To the outside, put it in Dean's hands. A little bit of a fullback flat pass, and that is a good stiff arm to get 1 or 2 more yards. 2nd and 2 for Motor City.
And great job by Terrazas just being there on the pick, allowing Dean to get those 8 yards easily before he went out of bounds. A good start to this down distance.
It's an underrated skill for a wide receiver to be able to run block, which is essentially what that was needed. I formation for Brown. Under center, handoff through the middle, and that is a 1st down and a couple more past midfield. And Dean with a couple of carries already tonight, 1st and 10.
Yeah, so far it's been the Christopher Dean show when it comes to the 2 fullbacks. When it comes to the running backs getting the ball, it's been solely him. Great 1st down conversion, and the drive stays alive.
3 carries already for Christopher Dean. This will be through the middle again. Off to the left a little bit, and Dean with another 3-yard carry, 2nd and 7. Already moving pretty quick through this quarter. 6:45 left, and the clock's barely stopped. And that's the reason why we're already halfway through it just about.
Yeah, both defenses are doing their job, but right now we got a promising drive from Motor City.
First team in plus territory on either side. This will be a run through the middle and getting himself 1 more yard. It's not much, but it is something. And that is good work from Jesus Smith, the linebacker, to make the stop. Now a key 3rd down for Motor City.
Yeah, and right now the battle at the line of scrimmage has been run with the Florida D-line, preventing Dean from having a big gain so far.
Brown looks, throws hard over the middle. It's well overthrown, and that is incomplete as that ball landed just shy of the end zone. And 4th down coming. Motor City not in field goal range, one would think, and they'll have to punt it away.
There's 2 missed opportunities for the V8's offense. They have to capitalize off of Florida's stops on their side of the ball. We'll see if the Motor City defense can repeat what they did last drive.
Kick is up and gone. It should be at about the 22-yard line. Caught there and returned to about the 23. And Florida for their 2nd possession already. Both teams have had, now Motor City's had 2, Florida's had 1 possession. We're only 4 minutes into this game. Now it's time for the Storm to bring themselves back out and see what they can do.
Yeah, kind of shocked they didn't use Bilecki at all in the first drive. I think that will change here.
Nickel look on defense for Motor City. They look like they're going to send some extra help. They do not. They send 4. Linebackers back off. Throw short. That is a quick catch and tackle. E.J. Minson, the veteran wide receiver. 4 yards and a 2nd and 6.
Again, that's a good start to this drive, getting that 4-yard gain on that quick reception. But again, Bolesky doesn't have a touch. I'm kind of surprised knowing that he's one of the best backs in the league. He hasn't touched the ball yet.
That is set to change here, I think. Heavy set look. This is Bolesky's wheelhouse. And he will. Left side, going to try to get around the edge. He's not going to. Great run coverage. Getting through the offensive line. And the penetration is great from the Motor City defense. It is a 3rd and 7 on the horizon.
Tackle made by Panani, a fellow season 11 SFLer like myself. He made a great stop on a guy that's usually hard to stop.
5 wide for Cochran. 3-2 look for the V8s. Cochran backs it up, has time, throws over the middle. That one's caught. What a dot over the middle to the 41-yard line. Another one for E.J. Mintz on the left side of the field.
Yeah, it looked like he had 3 defenders covering him, but what makes Ron Cochran one of the best QBs in this league, he threw it to only where his receiver can make the catch. A nice, perfectly thrown pass. Great catch by E.J. Minson, and Florida extends this drive.
And is throwing your man open, and that's exactly what Cochran did there with his powerful left arm. 1st and 10 for Florida. Top-ranked offense in this league, starting to get something going on offense. First chunk play of the game so far. Cochran backs it up. 5-step drop, throws left side. That one's caught. Outstretched hands. And a great-looking catch for Stephen Bush. He brings that one down, 1st and 10.
The 12-season vet, 6'3", 215 pounds, got up, climbed that ladder, made the catch. He was wide open. This is basically wide open in the SFL, and unfortunately, King Rashid couldn't react in time. Another 1st down, and man, when Ron Cochran gets hot, he's going to be hard to stop. Motor City has to get ready.
2 chunk plays in a row for the Florida offense. They're in plus territory at the 42-yard line. Cochran backs it up. Plenty of time. He'll have to run. Takes off towards the 1st down marker, and he will be short on the slide. 2 yards short. 2nd and 2 coming.
And that's one thing I'm not used to seeing from Ron Cochran. That QB sneak, he did not hesitate. He saw an opening, got those 8 yards, making it a very easy 2nd down coming up.
He's going to need to escape a couple times. Motor City has been pretty good so far at dialing up the pressure and getting him to make a decision. Cochran with the handoff. That's Bolesky getting the ball and getting a yard, making it 3rd and 1. Key 3rd down here for both sides. We'll see where they go.
Good job by Letters and Vasquez stopping Bolesky, and that's what it's going to take tonight, stopping both running backs on either side for both teams. You got the game tackle and prevent them from breaking out a long one.
Heavy sent look. This should go to either J.W. Doyle or Charlie Bolesky. It will be Bolesky. He's got the 1st down. Forward progress.
Oh,
no! Really? Interesting measurement. I think we'll probably get a second look at this. I don't see any reason why we don't. And
yeah, there we go.
Yep, that's exactly Max Paul on the sideline throwing the challenge flag, and we will see where this challenge ends up. But a spot of ball challenge coming from the Florida sideline, one of their 2. If they lose the challenge, they do lose a timeout. And let's take a retroactive look for the first time at this play, brought to you by Retro. Oh, yeah.
Now, that angle's not good. I think he got it. There we go. Oh, no.
Really?
I don't think he got it. I think they stopped him.
We'll see. It does stand. Wow. Good eyes, T-Roy. So Florida is charged a timeout after the spot of ball challenge does not go their way. And don't look now, but a 4th and inches in decision time for the Storm sideline.
Yeah, that was a big tackle, but great job by the D-line of the Motor City. But, oh, wait a minute, they're going for it.
They look like it at the moment. This would be a prime opportunity to do so from the 32. Do they snap it? They do. It's a run up the middle, and he's taken down. And Motor City's going to get this ball back on the turnover on downs.
Believe it or not, that is for the second 4th down conversion attempt. They said that they got it, but they're going to challenge it. The ref said they got the first down on that one.
Okay. I thought for sure that he was stopped well short. And it came up 1st and 10. It indicated to me that Motor City got this football. Let's see.
I don't
that
think
angle's
that's
terrible again.
Yeah. Here we go.
Right here.
Heck
short.
no.
He's definitely short. That's going to be overturned if that's the case. What? Okay, so it is overturned. So that does indeed give Motor City the football. That's what we thought was going to happen. So don't look now. It was Motor City's challenge, so they do not lose the timeout. Both teams have now used one so far. 1st and 10 for the V8s as they bring their offense back out, and that's an opportunity gone by for the Florida Storm.
Yeah, that'll be their second 4th down conversion of the season. That'll be the first one they didn't convert. Great job by the defense of Motor City.
1st and 10. Hand off. That is Dean back there. He's going to get a few yards, make it 4. And Dean has all the carries so far. We've got to see Bill Cherry in this dual-headed fullback attack that Motor City features. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, they're running number 47. Why not? He's 6'3", and he's the heaviest of the two at 245 pounds. They expect for him to just bring the pain. 240 pounds, excuse me.
Heavy set look. Another chance for the fullbacks to do some damage here. Right side, off tackle, nothing doing. Put him in a rough spot. He did gain a yard or so, they say. That's Evan Carroll came up and made the stop on Christopher Dean. Another 3rd down coming up for Motor City. Motor City, again, they converted about a 63% clip going into today's game on 3rd down. See if they can make something happen. They have not been successful much in this game yet.
But that was a great tackle by Carroll. He came in like a speeding bullet.
Needed to. Dean's a wrecking ball when he gets momentum. Chance for Brown. Backs up, moves in the pocket, throws over the middle. That is well overthrown and incomplete all the way down to the 35-yard line. And that was Gusters, the intended target, 3rd tight end. 4th down, and Motor City will let that turnover on downs go by the wayside. They will punt.
Big miscommunication between Michael Brown and his tight ends. That's the second deep pass he attempted that went to nowhere. They got to get that corrected soon.
This will be a chance for Giffis on the return. He will go nowhere out to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Storm again. We still have yet to see the end of the first quarter already. Both teams have had, we've had 5 total possessions so far in this game. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining the Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. That's over the middle, and Cochran has an incompletion, as that one does not get to the intended target, Veridin Zarkov, the tight end.
And well, if you're watching tonight and if you like Eddie Gage, you're a fan of defense, you're loving what you're seeing. Both defenses are bringing the pain in this, well, I feel like it's currently a filling out process between both of these two teams.
I formation look for Cochran and company. Southpaw puts it out to the side for Beletsky. He's not going to go very far. 3rd and 8 coming up. And Motor City's done a good job so far, at least, of limiting the 3rd and shorts. If they leave Florida in 3rd and longs, they're less likely to convert. They are the 3rd best 3rd down converting team in the league.
And that pass was slightly off. If that was a more perfect pass, maybe Beletsky had a chance to do something after the catch.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Linebacker blitz coming. Pressure there, but he gets it out and caught over the middle to the 44-yard line. Art Vandelay will bring that hot shot in, and it is a 1st and 10.
And let's look at this great catch by Vandelay. Unfortunately, Vasquez could not spot the ball in time to even attempt to pat it down. Vandelay with the concentration and the clutch catch helped extend this drive.
1st and 10. Still scoreless here. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Probably one, maybe two more plays.
Look out.
Coming and he's taken down. Cochran, for the 3rd time in this first quarter, is taken down, this time by Rodney Panani.
And it seemed like all sacks were coming from the outside, and the old lineman, unfortunately, this was number 71 for Florida, just couldn't stop him in time. Great job by Motor City with their scouting on defense with these outside blitz.
3 sacks in this first quarter from the Motor City defense, and they're getting it done with the blitzes. Cochran will throw. That one's a one-handed grab, and it's gorgeous out to the middle of the field. How about that from E.J. Minson? That's your Retroid nice hands catch of the game.
Look at that. One-handed catch, put the ball in the opposite hand, and send someone to the shallow end with that nice stiff arm.
Crazy good catch there. Brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. First frame is done. Scoreless in Detroit. Chris Curtis, T. Roy Gaines with you in the broadcast booth. Jacob Clear, Justin Reside on stats, and Cameron Irvine producing our broadcast today. Motor City trying to stay alive in the North Division. Canton with the win, put them on the hot seat. Moving right to left across the formation is the tight end. Handoff through the right side. Boletsky gets 2, no further than that. It's 2nd and 8. Good start so far for the defenses, T-Roy, as both teams really slugging it out, making key tackles, getting sacks, and keeping the offenses at bay.
Yeah, they're doing a great job making sure that they don't allow the running backs to get a full head of steam. Great job by Halford with that tackle for a 2-yard gain.
9:34 left in this second quarter. Boletsky on the second carry will shift past 1, but does not get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard in another 3rd and long situation. They converted the last one, talking about Florida. Do they convert this one in plus territory?
We'll see, but let's give a shout out to Doug Howard. He did a great job forcing his old lineman to go right into Boletsky, preventing Boletsky from getting a yard.
2 for 4 on 3rd down today, trying to get to their 3rd conversion so far. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Cochran throws right side. That one is caught again. Another first down for Art Vandelay, his 2nd catch, and they're 3 for 5 on 3rd downs now.
And Curtis, this is unusual for us because usually Florida has been successful with Charlie Bullet Boletsky, but right now they have to rely on the Hall of Famer Ron Cochran to lead them down the field, and he's been more than up to the challenge, and he's over 49,000 yards passing for his career. He actually achieved that earlier in this quarter.
Nice. Well, congratulations to Ron Cochran. He's definitely a legend in this league. No doubt about that one. Cochran over the middle. That's a quick throw that does not end up in the hands of the intended target. 2nd and 10.
Now, this is one of those rare bad throws because Cochran threw it to where King Rashid was heading, and that Rashid was able to disrupt that pass. If Cochran threw it to the outside where Minson was going, that would have been completed.
Yeah, King Rashid with the pat down there. 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line just outside the red zone. Cochran, float one over the top. He's got a catch to Stephen Bush, and that's a 9-yard completion. 3rd and short as they are in the red zone for the first time today.
But these wide receivers are very capable of making big plays. Only one of them, here's the average yards per catch, the lowest one, 11.2. Everybody else is averaging more than that. So basically a first down, a catch.
4-3 look on defense on a 3rd and 1. It's right through. Boletsky breaks through 1 tackle, then 2, then 3, and finally the 4th V8 teammate finally brings him down, but the Storm have it 1st and goal.
Bullet Boletsky Get this, he's been here for 6 seasons. I've been here for 11. I just recently went over 10,000 yards rushing. Bud Balexi is already over 8,000. You see why with those great spin moves and the trucking ability.
And this is Cochran to the outside, finds Boletsky, turns a corner, trying to get to the plane. He can't do it. He will have it at the 1-yard line, 2nd and goal for Florida.
Almost got into the end zone. He made the first man miss, and that's what you want in a running back, and that's why Boletsky's one of the best. He rarely goes down in open field.
9 for 12, 108 so far for Cochran. Handoff, Boletsky trying to get in. He will, finally a second effort, will get him there. Florida gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I hate to say it, all those missed opportunities for Motor City could have come back to bite them right there. Great job by the Florida offense led by Ron Cochran, marching them down the field with those accurate passes. Then Bud Balexi was able to finish it off. Number 71, Dakota Butts, wasn't strong enough to prevent Boletsky from getting into the end zone. A great job by the Florida Storm. They get the first points of this ball game.
And they add to their already 2nd-ranked scoring percentage in the red zone. Talking about Florida, great work from them. Once they get down there, they're getting points most typically. Kick is up and good from Ethan Sneed, and that will put Florida ahead by a touchdown. 13 plays, 74 yards, and take over 4 minutes off of the clock as well. That's a great string of plays for Cochran and company.
Yeah, but now Motor City has to respond. Their defense was doing a great job up until this point, shutting out Florida, but the offense of the V8s hasn't done anything with it. They must do it now. This is a very important drive for the V8s.
See what the V8s have on this return. Out to the 20, 25, breaking a tackle to the 31-yard line to the 32. And that is a good return. And that one would have been Guy Clausen who came up to make that return happen. That's pretty nice from him. For all the league highlights, photo galleries, major and minor league stats and leaderboards, community content, and so much more, check out the league's website at simulationfl.net, presented by Football Shift. Stay up to date, explore our past, present, and future. 7-12 left in this second quarter of play. Florida up 7-0. It's 1st and 10 from the Motor City 32. Motor City has not completed a third down in this game so far to convert to first. Handoff. That's going to be a run left then right for Christopher Dean. He'll have 4 yards. Still have yet to see the other fullback, Bill Sherry, on any of these carries just yet.
Yeah, when he was out there, he was actually a lead blocker, but it still didn't help him out. But this was their best run so far, a 4-yard gain by Dean. And now Cherry's out there as the fullback.
Evan Carroll on the tackle there on Christopher Dean. This will be Bill Cherry's first carry. He's got a first down and more. Broken tackle, and he's got open field. 40, 35, 30. One man to beat, and he is going to beat him. That's a V8's touchdown. They will answer right back.
That was a great response, and Bill Dean had enough of Florida's foolishness. He was trucking people left and right, and then he showed the breakaway speed that we're used to seeing from Charlie Bud Baletsky. But great job by Bill Cherry. He was the final block of that run, and then Christopher Dean was off to the races.
Yeah,
great response.
It was the one who had that carry, not Bill Cherry, but Dean was able to get the broken tackles and get down the field. And Motor City's run game shows up in a big way, and that will bring their kicker out to put up the extra point. Caleb Richards out to add on the extra tally and tie this game up. Kick is up and on the way, and it is through. So Motor City answers with a 2-play, 68-yard drive. The quick strike from them ties this game up at 7 apiece.
And all 68 was gained by Christopher Dean.
Yep.
Great response, a physical drive, a painful drive. Now we'll see how Florida can respond.
Their offense that's already been out for a decent amount of time in the last drive will come out one more time. Giffords gets taken down at the 26-yard line, and that'll bring out the Florida offense one more time. First points have happened on the last 2 drives, and that's about it. Before that, it was punt, turnover on downs, punt, punt, punt. And that's been the drive summary of every drive so far in this game up until the last two.
Now we'll see if Motor City's defense has recovered, because that was a quick drive.
It was. See if they can grow some confidence after that touchdown. That's to the left. That's caught. Bilecki with the grab, but he's not able to get very far. Forward progress still has him behind the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 11.
Hey, if there's a defensive star we got to shout, it's definitely Rodney Panetti. He already got a sack. He's been on Charlie Bullet Bilecki duty all day. He's been a workhorse so far in the first half for the VA's defense.
He's been good. He's been good, no doubt about it. Already has a sack in this game, as I believe you alluded to. 2nd and 11. Moving the tight end across the formation. Cochran will throw. Over the middle, it's caught. Out to the 40 or 36-yard line is where that one is grabbed. And that is a great-looking ball over the middle for Veridin Zarkov.
Let's look at that pass again. Zarkov made the great catch, but that pass was only where Zarkov could have made that catch. If it was facing went to the opposite direction, maybe the defender could have had a chance to deflect that away. Great job by Cochran with another perfect pass.
Yeah, great start for Ron Cochran, 11 for 14 in this game so far from the 44. Put it out to the flats. Bilecki breaks past one, can't break past two, and he will get taken down just past the line of scrimmage. They'll say he gains nothing, 2nd and 10.
Bullet Bilecki did show some signs of his old self near the end of the last drive, but Motor City has been doing a great job making sure at least 2 people are right there to hit him as soon as he touches the ball.
Nickel look on defense. They may send some extra help. Nope, they send 4. Cochran, plenty of time over the middle. That one's grabbed. What a grab from Veridin Zarkov. You cannot get any calmer than that man right there with that ball coming at him at that speed.
He was so calm. I believe he one-handed that with his right hand, because nobody was there to contest that. Here's the replay. Whoop. Yes, one-handed.
Wow.
That is a swag-licious catch if I've ever seen one. He's feeling himself right now.
Man, you don't get any extra yards for style points, but if you did, that man would have gotten some right there. 1st and 10 for Florida. Moving the ball to the 33. They're in field goal range for Ethan Sneed if it gets to there. Cochran to the outside. Bilecki has some room. Going to try to spin past one.
Wow.
Not going to happen. Great open field tackle to get him on his back. 2nd and 6. And Bilecki goes down.
And that was Rashid again. And let's talk about this. He's the one that stopped Florida earlier in the first quarter with that 4th down stop. And that was a great open field tackle, preventing Bilecki from getting more than 4 yards.
Plenty of human matter on the defensive side of the line right now. One out wide on offense. Cochran to throw. He's not going to get the chance. Taken down behind the line again. 4th sack of the first half for the Motor City defense.
This defense came to play. They letting Florida know it's not sweet out here. You're not going to have an easy time. You're going to walk away with pain. Great job by Holford with another blitz. It looked like Florida had the matchup with E.J. Minson versus King Rashid, but he didn't get the time to throw the ball. Great job by Holford on that one.
2nd sack of the day already for Holford. He's been on a tear. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Cochran backs it up. 3-step drop, throws over the right side, tipped and incomplete. And that one's a 3rd down, gone by the wayside. They will move along and punt it back to Motor City.
Great job by the defense, and that was Nicholas Warren and Kane Vasquez making sure that pass was not completed. And the Motor City defense definitely got the energy from that run by Dean.
Back for the return. Guy Clausen waits on this punt. Kick is to the left. Not kicked very well. Shanked, I think, is the word that most use. It'll bounce. What a bounce. Crazy good bounce for for Florida as it gets all the way down to the 5-yard line. And that thing started at about the 14 or 15. So a fortunate bounce for the Storm.
And there's nothing Motor City can do about that one. That was basically the perfect punt by Agrippa.
Yeah. Nothing you can do with that. I formation. One to the right, one to the left. See if Florida sends some extra help. They will blitz a linebacker and taken down. That is a run blitz through the middle, and that is Ryan Tobin, 2nd and 10.
And great job by Tobin, just stuffed him at the line. The old line for Motor City had no shot.
11 carries, 80 yards for Christopher Dean. They may go his way here to try to make it a more manageable 3rd down. As Motor City's backed up, they will go Dean's way. Right side, you try to push his way through. 3rd and 7 coming up. Our first game update of the day. Cameron Irvine, it's all yours.
Thank you, Curtis. We got a couple of good ball games going on right now. Mexico City and Los Angeles tonight. Sully on a rollout, fires back of the end zone. Chris Lee taps the toes. Tie game at 7 there. Ray Bentley a long touchdown for the Aztecs, and a 7-7 ball game in Detroit. Back to you.
A couple of 7-7 ball games across the SFL landscape so far. That's a problem. And a big sack behind the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. That is ideal for the Florida Storm. And that was, a punt coming now for Motor City, backed up against their own end zone.
A cornerback blitz by Adam Jones. That's his 10th sack of his career. A much needed sack. We'll see if this punt can go awry here. He's real deep in their own end zone.
Yes, he is. Needs every bit of this kick. He got a decent one. Past the 50-yard line. It'll be returned into Motor City territory to the 42, and Florida will start their next drive. 1st and 10 for the Storm.
Now, as we alluded to in the opening, this is their 5th matchup in series history. This go back when the Storm was in Alaska and the V8s was in St. Louis. All games have been won by the Storm. This is the 2nd game that Motor City is hosting. The last time they were hosting it, it was an 8-point loss. They'd like to rectify that right now.
1st and 10 for Florida. Boletsky's in the backfield as the deep back. He'll get it on 1st down, get it up the middle, or up the left side, I should say, to the 42. Boletsky's taken down there. If you're enjoying the game so far, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFL in action, and let them help the channel grow through your support. 2-minute warning in this 2nd quarter. Chris Curtis, T-Roy Gaines in the broadcast booth. It is Justin Reside, and it is Jacob Clear in the stats truck, along with Cameron Irvine, producing this game as we are at the 38-yard line. Florida trying to move the ball, and Boletsky's taken down at the 40 to lose a couple of yards. 3rd down coming, and it's a crucial one for the Florida offense.
And Doug Howard was able to clean that up, but we got to give props to the V8's defense. They've been doing a great job holding Boletsky to just 1.4 yards per carry up to this point. They came to play. They knew they had to stop Boletsky and let Ron Cochran be the one that beats them.
Cochran over the right side. That one is caught down to the 25 to the 23-yard line. Florida moves into the field goal range. It's E.J. Minson for the first time in a little while.
But the one thing is, Ron Cochran is the man that can beat you. He has won 3 championships. He's a 3-time champion. He's a Hall of Famer. He knows how to throw dots, and he knows how to throw it to the best matchup. And hey, 6'5", E.J. Minson, that's a pretty good matchup to exploit.
69 seconds left in this first half. And a nice run up the middle for Boletsky on 1st down as they get a little bit closer. Timeout taken by the V8s.
And now Boletsky got a decent run on that one. We'll see if he can actually carry them home here, or are they going to rely on the pass. Also kind of surprised that Doyle hasn't got a touch yet.
He has not. Neither has Bill Cherry on the other side for the V8s. Stephen Bush moves right to left across the formation. V8s follow him, showing some man-to-man on the outside. Cochran looks, throws over the middle, trying to turn and run after the catch, but can't do it. Good grip on him. Cochran 16 for 20. He's off to a fantastic start. 176 through the air. Cochran, play action, rolls left, looks, throws over the left side, back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing doing there as they go no huddle with 43 left.
That was Doyle's first touch. Unfortunately, went for nothing.
Cochran throws, end zone, caught, that's a touchdown! Florida gets in, it's E.J. Minson, and it's 13-7, they'll take a touchdown lead.
Great job by Crockett getting that ball to the receiver, but man, it looked like, 27, Rashid had a chance to pick it off, but he wasn't ready for it, and Minson's like, okay, give me that. Easy touchdown.
37 seconds left in this first half, and Florida has themselves a 6-point lead. Going to be 7 after Snead puts this one through. Kick is up and fine. So a 14-7 advantage. Florida just about a half away from potentially clinching the East Division. The 10-yard touchdown pass puts them into business, and Motor City, who is going to get this ball back when we get back into the third quarter, is going to have the ball for at least the last 37 seconds of this half. This will be returned. Oh, nice run through the middle. Was able to break a few tackles. That's a great return, and couldn't quite get it all the way, but Johan Sutherland really tried.
Yeah, Sutherland was entering today's action needing 133 yards to reach 1,000 as on the kick return side. So he's halfway there from what we're looking at. He is one of the dangerous players in this game. I know I got PTSD because he burnt us in our loss against Motor City, which is, again, Motor City's most recent win.
1st and 10. From their own 39-yard line. Ace formation look for the Motor City offense. Would expect them to run this clock out, but they're going to pass. Left side, caught. That was a dangerous ball. The defense made the stop in time, but that would look like a long throw and a long touchdown if that stop is not made.
But great job by Nori Terrazas, 6'6", 235-pounder, originally from Sioux Falls. If that pass was a little bit more perfect and Terrazas was able to catch down on the run, that was a house call for 6.
1st down and 10 from the Florida 49-yard line. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Backing it up. Putting it to the outside, and a great open field tackle one more time. Timeout taken by Motor City as they try to put their plan together.
Great open field tackle by the 9th pick overall, Jesus Smith. As soon as the Dean caught that ball, he did not have a chance to switch the ball to his right hand so he can at least try to defend himself from Smith. Great closing speed by Smith. It'll be another 2nd down coming up.
Dean is the deep back. Bill Cherry is the fullback spot. Michael Brown under center. I get it to about the 33 if they can for a chance at a field goal. To the outside. That one's caught.
Ooh.
Plenty of room. He's going to get to the 33 and more, and then jump out of bounds. 1st and 10. And that is a great pass over to Bill Cherry. First time we've had him touch the ball in this game. 1st and 10.
Yeah, and they definitely caught Florida sleeping because there was no one around Cherry, and Cherry knows how to move with the football. He made a smart decision, though, going out of bounds, preserving some clock. They have 16 seconds left, so maybe a chance for one more attempt to the end zone, or at least get them close enough to field goal range. We'll see how Motor City approaches this.
16 ticks to go. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Dime look on defense. Move the tight end across the formation. Left to right, 1st and 10. See if they can get their kicker just a little bit closer. Brown to the outside. That one is dropped. No excuse for that. Bill Cherry, or I'm sorry, that is another receiver. They can't bring that one in. It's 2nd and 10.
And that's the guy who only needed 4 yards to reach 4,000 in his career, Phil Koss. He dropped that. He sensed the 4K coming, and unfortunately the connection was bad. He just dropped the ball.
See if he gets another chance here. 13 ticks left. Motor City still has 1 timeout. Through the left side, then is a run for Christopher Dean. 3rd and 8. Motor City takes their last timeout, and that is likely going to spell a field goal attempt, I would assume, for Caleb Richards.
Yep, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Then we'll go ahead with the field goal attempt. Part of me will be like, oh, let's do one more attempt.
Yeah.
And then maybe kick the field goal, but they want to be smart and take the points.
That is kick that is up and away, and it
he
is
missed it.
No good. Wide right. I want to see if this made contact with the right upright, but Caleb Richards misses the chance to add 3 points. We remain at 14-7.
It did hit the goalpost. It doinked it. Here we go. Wow.
Stoinked it. Scott Hansen says they stoinked it, and that's exactly what happened. 1st and 10. Motor City misses out on a chance for points in Florida with 5 seconds left. Likely going to have one more run to end the first half. The outside. That one's caught. Broken tackle. Not much to it. Past the first point of contact. So Boletsky goes down, and that will bring us to the end of the first half. It's a 14-7 ball game. The Florida Storm ahead of the Motor City V8s. And on to T-Roy Gaines, my broadcast partner, for his thoughts on a pretty entertaining first half of play.
Yeah, start off strong with both defenses coming to play, forcing basically punts throughout the first quarter. But eventually Ron Cochran was able to heat up and catch fire and throwing dots all day to help Florida get the 7-point lead that they have. But Motor City's running game has been very impressive. You figure it'll be Charlie Boletsky being the one with the long 60-something yard touchdown run, but it was Dean instead who had that long run. A missed opportunity by Caleb Richards prevent them from having a chance to double dip here, but the game is still in hand. But Motor City's defense, they came to play. They did a great job stopping Charlie Boletsky from having big gains and bringing the pain to Ron Cochran with a bunch of sacks.
Yeah, it was a very good first half for the Motor City defensive line for sure. 4 sacks on Ron Cochran, as you alluded to, and the pain has been brought on that side. Now their offense needs to get it figured out so that the defense can be rewarded for some of their best work of the season so far. Kick is going to be up and gone. Florida going to receive it to start this half, as we'll see Ron Cochran's offense back out onto the field. Kick is up and away and returnable from Caleb Giffus from the 3. The 25, broken tackle and taken down at the 29-yard line due to forward progress. And here comes the Storm offense. They've been pretty decent, no doubt about that. Minson, your leading receiver for the Storm, 5 receptions on 7 targets.
But it's, again, something we're not used to seeing. Florida usually averages 200 yards passing per game and then averages darn near 200 yards rushing. But it's been the Ron Cochran show and their receiving core that's been helping them maintain this lead. And they got a chance to extend it here. They got the chance to double dip,
1st and 10 for Cochran and company from their own 29-yard line. Not their best field position of the day, but it's still decent as they start the second half. Handoff Boletsky, working to the right side. Broken tackle past 1. He will get a total of 6 yards and get taken down just past the hash marks there. 36-yard line is where they're at.
Was a good start, but I would have loved it if Boletsky actually wasn't his namesake, slowed down a little bit, allowed Doyle to cut in front of him and get that block, and maybe he would have gotten more yards, but still a great start to this drive.
Only 12 carries for 20 yards for Boletsky. Kane Vasquez got up and made the stop on that first down play. It'll be Boletsky again, and he's taken down just at the line of scrimmage. He will gain a yard. 3rd and 2 coming. Big key 3rd down for the Motor City offense.
Yeah, definitely a big key 3rd down coming up. We'll see if they can force Florida to punt, because if they do, they should get decent field position. But Ron Cochran's been hot. He's been converting 3rd downs with his accurate passes so far in this game.
4-3 look on defense for Motor City. Cochran backs up. Blitz coming. Thrown over the middle. It's caught. Broken tackle and then some. That is a ball that gets all the way down to the 43-yard line. Art Vandelay. I'm sorry, that is Verdon Zarkov with the catch and run. That puts Florida into Motor City territory.
And like I said, Ron Cochran's been up to the challenge, and now it's another nice play. Number 49, Vasquez, had a chance to pick it off. didn't have enough concentration there, and Zarkov was like, oh, okay, I'll take it. Give me that. Another third down conversion by Cochran.
Great work from Veridin Zarkov. He's been clutch over the middle of the field today. 3 catches on 4 targets. Here come the Florida offense. Not quite in field goal range yet. Handoff Boletsky. He's had problems all day long getting through that offensive line. Another one goes by the wayside here. Very good stop by Nicholas Warner.
Yeah, and it is very rare to see this. We're used to seeing Boletsky having the most yards rushing, but right now it's Dean who's leading everybody in rushing. Boletsky has not gotten on track so far.
Cochran over the middle. That one's caught. First down and more out to the 31 to 30 yard line. E.J. Minson again. He's in his office on the left side of the field.
I mean, it's not fair going against these receivers. The shortest receiver is Giffords at 6'2". Everybody else 6'3", 6'3", 6'5". That's Minson, 6'5". Zarkov, Haynes, 6'5". They are tall receivers, easy targets. Why not take advantage of that?
14.5 per catch for E.J. Minson. 6 catches on the day. First and 10. Boletsky on the handoff. We'll get a couple of yards, make it 2nd and 7. 3 yards gone. 7 and 35 left in this third quarter.
And that was a great hit by David Letters. Boletsky thought he may have some room to roam, but Letters tore up his ribs with that nice tackle. Only a 3-yard gain.
2 to the right. Heavy set look on offense with a tight end to the left. Hand off Boletsky. He'll go to the left on the run. He will get 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9 yards on 2nd down. That is a nice run and rolling over the top of the defender to add on a couple more. Make it 3rd and short.
I know the defenders of the SFL has not been happy with these running backs, especially finding out ways to get more yards, especially rolling over the top of them. They definitely are not feeling it this year.
Boletsky again trying to get through the middle. He will not have enough for the first down. Warner gets the stop. 4th and 1 in decision time here for the Storm.
Challenge that. They are not. I thought he got the first down. There we go.
All right, so 2nd challenge of the game from Florida. 2nd time challenging the spot of the ball. We saw another one in the first quarter from each team. And we'll see if they got close enough to get the first down. Again, it matters where the ball gets on forward progress. That look is a terrible angle, but for what it's worth, it looked good.
Yeah.
And on that look was close. No doubt about that. We'll see what the ref says. I'd say he got it.
Same here.
It is overturned. Florida not charged a timeout, but they did not get enough on the challenge for the first down. So it becomes 4th and inches. You and I are right, but also wrong. And still decision time for Florida, probably a field goal.
Go for it. Give Doyle the ball. He's a heavy running back. Give him the ball. Sorry, guys.
Instead, they'll rely on Ethan Sneed's 37-yarder from the left hash. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up and through just inside that right upright. Capping off a 9-play, 59-yard drive from the Florida Storm.
I'm so sorry. Part of me is like, go for it. 4th and inches, you want a challenge, but they just move it slightly closer. All Doyle has to do is basically sneeze, and he will have gotten the first down, or maybe even give Cochran the QB sneak. But they have the lead by 10 so far.
Run back from the V8s on the return. Lowers the shoulder, gets out to the 25. No further than that. Week 12 of the SFL season has 11 more games on tap, headlined on Friday by 3 matchups pivotal to the playoffs. Saturday's Monster Showdowns, Florida, D.C., and Houston, Vancouver, plus Sunday's must-win tussle in the central between Sioux Falls and Tulsa. For the complete Week 12 slate, head over to simulationfl.net to plan your weekend. All those games on SFL YouTube right here. If you're not subscribing already, please do so. 1st and 10. Motor City could really use points at this juncture. They don't want to stay down 2 possessions for very long. Brown backs it up. Looks to throw it. Time in the pocket. Puts it to the outside on the check down. Plenty of room for Bill Cherry. He's got a first down and more. Still going along the sideline out to the 47-yard line. Bill Cherry moving the chains and getting them close to midfield.
Bill Cherry must think he's an 8-bit character playing Tecmo Bowl with that zigzagging. He was looking for somebody to hit him. Nobody was near him whatsoever. So when he's able to turn upfield, he's able to get that first down. And then number 29 for him, Evan Carroll, he made a business decision. He acted like he wanted to tackle, but he did not want the business that was coming at him wearing number 21.
I like that. He made a business decision. 1st and 10 for Motor City. V8's trying to stay alive in the North Race. Heavy set look, looks like a run. It is a draw play through the middle. That is a tackle. After 3 yards, Christopher Dean's first carry in a little while, 2nd and 7.
Great job by Andrew Francis. He's got his 1,250th tackle. But if he realized that Dean did that stiff arm, so he went after the ball, which forced Dean to basically protect it and go down easily.
Split backs look on offense. Brown over the middle, caught. Great placement on that catch over the middle of the field. That is perfectly done right between the safeties for Noe Terrazas.
And that was a perfect dive. For right there, Brian Davison didn't have a chance to respond to it and reach up and deflect the pass. A perfectly thrown pass, and Motor City's looking good right now. They do need to score a touchdown here to stay in this game.
Or they at least need a field goal to get it back to a 1-possession game, if at all possible. I formation. Handoff. Dean again has some room. He will roll over a defender on the tackle and get down to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 4 coming for the V8s.
And let's give a shout out to the O-line. Bill and Phil McMillan and John Smith, they are the star O-linemen, but they've been doing a great job protecting their quarterback and allowing Christopher Dean to go over 100 yards rushing today.
This fullback attack for Motor City has had more successes than downfalls this season in the rushing game. Trying to see if they add more here. First down and more out to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 with 4:26 left in this third quarter.
You saw that tackle back by Adam Jones. If this was the other league, he would have got flagged for a headshot there. He laid the boom. That was a frustration tackle on Christopher Dean after he got that first down.
Just over 4 minutes left. Clock continues to tick down in this third quarter. Hand off, trying to break the tackle is Dean. He will get himself 4 more yards as we eclipse the 4-minute mark left in this third. Still 17-7, but Motor City figuring some things out.
Yeah, it looks like Christopher Dean and the O-line is starting to wear the defense out of the Florida Storm. Those runs that were normally just 3 yards is now starting to become forward. And, of course, Dean had that long touchdown run in the first half.
2nd and a medium 6. On the play clock, they continue to bleed time through the middle. Not much happening past that. That is a generous spot, I would say. And it's 3rd and 2 coming. Florida, who won their second challenge, but has no challenges left, can't do anything about the generous spot. 3rd and 2. Big third down for both of these teams, offense and defense.
I'm getting called out by the stats team about targeting.
Handoff through the middle, taken down. What a tackle at the defensive line. That's Ryan Tobin coming up to make the play. 4th and 4, and Motor City will have to try a field goal.
Yeah, but they hit him high and low, and that's what you need to do. You need to make sure you stop Dean before he gets a full head of steam. Great job by the Florida Storm defense.
Here comes Caleb Richards. He's 0 for 1 today. Needs this over the middle and right down the pipe. He will make it a 7-point game, capping off a 9-play, 59-yard drive. And Caleb Richards redeems himself a bit in the eyes of the Motor City faithful.
Yeah, that wind carried it in. It looked like he was going to go wide left, but that wind took it. Richards made up for that, his first miss of the season with that field goal. But Motor City has to be thinking that could have been a missed opportunity. They could have been trailing by 4 points instead of 7.
Positive note, though, they do bring it back to a one-possession game. Caleb Giffis on the return gets out to the 20, spin at the 22, and that's where he's taken down, and where Florida will start their next series. Waiting on the Storm to really put their foot in this game and kind of dominate it. And another blood-sucking drive of 4 or 5 minutes plus would probably do the trick as far as that goes. Boletsky's in the backfield, as it'll be Ron Cochran under center, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Cochran backs up, 3-step over the middle. It is incomplete, tipped near the first down marker. It's Holford again, his second pass deflect of the evening.
So Panini and Holford, the linebackers, has been on point. Holford is also responsible for some sacks of Ron Cochran. He's a pass deflecting machine. He's also been doing a great job stopping Boletsky. This defense of the V8 has come to play so far.
2:28 left in this third quarter. Stephen Bush moving right to left across the formation into the slot. Backing up, looks, throws left side. That's caught. Trying to break the tackle is E.J. Minson. Trying to break another tackle. Stiff arm and a first down. This man gained 13 yards and traveled 23 to 25, but he gets the first down anyway.
And it seems like this season, Curtis, we're exploring this new era catching these hands. Because look at that. Another great stiff arm. E.J. Minson is saying, I want all the smoke. Come get it. I'll give you these hands. Another great stiff arm. Seems like he has 3 great stiff arms throughout this game. He's been bringing the pain. And that was a great run after catch.
1st and 10. They're still not out of their own territory just yet. 4-3 look on defense for Motor City. Motor City could really use a takeaway if they can get one. Run for Boletsky. Has himself a few yards, but nothing more than 4 on this run. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, right now, Boletsky getting those 4 yards. He haven't gotten that big run yet, but it's just, I sense it's coming. I sense a big run coming from number 33, but we'll wait and see.
Might be the knockout punch at that point. We shall find out. 2nd and 8 with 1:40 left in this third quarter. Hand off through the right side. Boletsky, first down and more to the 46-yard line. Good run, 1st and 10 as the Storm move the ball.
Now, we had a chance for that to be a big run. You see Walls right there. If he would have made that block on number 22, David Letters, that was the big run that was going to happen. But it's a first down. The drive stays alive. But again, Boletsky looks like he's starting to heat up.
1st and 10. Florida with a chance to do something here as they seem to have a drive cooking. Toss play, right side. Boletsky tries to juke past a second, gets past him, and then taken down by a third. Doesn't gain any yards there. 2nd and 10 coming with 56 on the clock.
A great job by the D-line. Didn't even give Boletsky a chance to switch the ball to the other arm so he can accurately fend off the oncoming assault there from the team in the baby blue.
2nd and 10. Over the middle. Caught. Great ball over the middle to the 34-yard line. E.J. Minson, post route, is gold for Florida.
If Florida wins this game, we have to give either E.J. Minson or Zarkov player of the game mentions because they both been balling out. That was a great catch. Minson got his ribs destroyed by Letters, but still come down with the catch, and he gets over 100 yards for his efforts.
Minson over the century mark, 1st and 10. Weak eye look on offense for the Storm. This will be a run. Left side, Boletsky breaks through 1, can't break through 3. He will gain a yard. It's 2nd and 8. Holford again on the stop with 7 seconds left in a very quick moving third quarter. That will do it as a 17-10 lead caps off the end of the third quarter of play. One more to go in the Motor City. The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Back in Detroit, 17-10. Storm have the advantage. 10 minutes on the clock. Fourth quarter underway now. Chris Curtis, T-Roy Gaines in the booth with you. Justin Reside and Jacob Clear on stats. Cameron Irvine producing for us here this evening as we have the third from last game in the Week 11 slate. That's a handoff. Right side, trying to break a tackle and does. Gets about 8, roughly. Beletsky gets to 3rd and 3, and that opens the playbook a bit for the Storm.
Man, if Beletsky was able to land from that jump a little bit sooner, maybe he could have fended off that tackle by Panini. But here we go, an important third down for the V8s. They must force at least a field goal attempt, maybe no points to stay in this game.
Over the middle, that's incomplete. Basically threw that to I-75 where that one was headed 4th and 3, and Florida will have a decision to make here.
That blitz definitely forced Cochran to throw it prematurely. Great job by the V8's defense. Now they force a field goal attempt, but man, would it be great if they can either block this or force this to go awry.
Let's see, 44 yards from Ethan Sneed. Snap is high, kick is on the way anyway, and that has plenty of leg behind it. It is up, and it is through. So a 10-point lead is restored, capping off a 10-play drive that really put Florida into some kind of momentum space.
Now we'll see if the Motor City offense can march down the field. They must come away with 7. Time is almost out, which got less than 10 minutes left. They have to make this count.
It's a big drive for Motor City. 20-10 currently. Sutherland back deep for the return from his own 5. Out to the 20, 25, 30. He has some room on the left side. Going to try to get past the kicker. Not going to happen. All the way down to the 36-yard line. We're going to pass it over to Cameron Irvine for our second game update of the day.
Thank you, Curtis. In the third quarter, Los Angeles taking on Mexico City, and Sully Richardson rolls out and finds Jimmy Foster his first touchdown of his career, and Los Angeles is taking a 21-10 lead. Sully, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Back to you in Detroit.
Los Angeles finding a way to stay in the thick of things in that Pacific Division. Or at least in the playoff picture. Blitz coming. Didn't matter. It's picked off. That is Florida bringing it back the other way. Don't look now, but it's Evan Carroll bringing the ball back, in Motor City's in dire straits trying to hang on to this game.
That, again, the miscommunication between receiver and quarterback continues. That's Evan Carroll's 89th interception in his career. He is ranked 3rd all time in that category, and that is definitely not what Motor City wants. Their defense has to make a big play right here. They cannot allow points on this drive.
Here we go. Florida maybe trying to seal this game away with 9 minutes plus left in it. Snap is to Cochran. He'll hand off to Beletsky for a 3-yard gain. Nothing much doing there. 2nd and 7. As you see Max Paul going over things on the sideline with his defensive line and trying to make sure that they can get home and make things more difficult on this Motor City quarterback, who's been ultimately making things more difficult on himself so far in this game. 2nd and 7. 8:53 left in the fourth quarter. Beletsky tries again. Shimmies past 1, gets himself down, and makes it 3rd and 2. T-Roy, do you go back to him here 3rd time in a row with the time what it is?
I would do that, or even give Doyle the ball. And of course, Cochran, he's been lights out on 3rd down conversion, so they can't miss. It looks like one of the bell cows is going to be getting the football here.
3rd and 2. Beletsky, 1st down and more, down to the 20-yard line to the 19. First and 10, Florida. Boletsky, the former MVP, does it again.
And great blocking. J.W. Doyle was waiting for somebody. He wanted to hit somebody, but Boletsky already got that first down. But the O-line of Florida did its job, and Boletsky was able to extend his drive and most importantly, burn more of this clock.
Charlie's back there one more time. 8:06 left in this fourth quarter of play. Snap to Cochran. Looks to throw it. Throws to the 6-yard line. It's caught. That is E.J. Minson. You knew his name was going to be on the short list where that ball was headed. He makes the elevated catch, first and goal.
Yeah, Motor City was been well prepared for the run, but they weren't ready for Ron Cochran to basically destroy them in the passing game. Again, that was a matchup I was talking about early in the first half. King Rashid versus E.J. Minson. E.J. Minson basically has won that matchup throughout this game.
All right, first and goal. Hand off to Doyle. He's going to push his way forward for a couple. Make it second and goal coming up. Holford on the stop. And the question then remains for Motor City, do you let them score so you can have more time with the football?
Yeah, but
Maybe
the thing
not.
is, yeah, if they do score, they're going to have to basically play hurry up right now. They haven't been successful on offense. They need to force a turnover in the worst way.
Second and goal. Motor City could definitely use one of those. Heavy set look on offense. This is going to be to the right side. He's in the end zone. Boletsky scores, and it makes it a 3-possession game.
And the O-line did what they needed to do. Boletsky, he hasn't had that big run, but when he does get into the end, in the red zone, that's basically automatic for him. It is his second touchdown tonight, and that makes it 100 rushing touchdowns in his 6th-season career.
That's fantastic. Congrats. Congrats to Charlie Bullet Boletsky, the former league MVP, on 100 career rushing touchdowns. Extra point added by Ethan Sneed. That is good work. And it's a 27-10 lead for Florida as they try to wrap up this game and send Motor City into the offseason, or at least away from the North Division. They could still potentially get a playoff spot, but it's going to be harder and harder with so many teams in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, once again, we mentioned this. This is the 5th game in this series history. Florida has won all of them. This is the second time Motor City is hosting in this matchup, but Motor City has not won any of them. And let's give Johan Sutherland a shout out. He just went over 1,000 yards as a kick returner on that one. Congrats to him, the rookie.
You had to ask him. I think he'd probably say he would like that. He would like that number to happen on a touchdown, but he will take him as they can get him. Split backs formation for Motor City. Drive they absolutely have to have if they have any prayer. Draw play. Through the middle is Dean. He will get himself 8 yards. 2nd and 2 coming up.
Now, I know that's been successful, but at this stage of the game, they have to abandon the run. Time is of the essence. Yes, Dean has been successful today, got over 100 yards rushing, but they need to pick up the pace and start relying on their passing game.
Well, here we go. 132 yards on 20 carries for Christopher Dean. Six and 19 left. Finally bleed the clock down a bit. Broken tackle for, that is Dean, I believe. It is indeed. 3rd and 2 coming up. Key, crucial down here for both sides. It is the Storm trying, or sorry, the VH trying to extend this drive, give themselves a shot. The Storm trying to put a kibosh to it right now. Big 3rd down for Motor City. In the ace formation, tight ends on both sides.
This is taking a lot of time.
It is way too much time. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Finally, they snap it. Looking to throw it. Pressure coming, and they bring him down. For the first time today, Michael Brown hits the turf. And that is Francis who makes the stop on the sack. 4th down coming, and a decision for the V8s.
That's Andrew Francis' believe it or not, 9.5 sack of his career. He's been in this league for 13 seasons. That's a sack. He'd be happy to take it. I'm kind of surprised they are punting. If I were them, I would go for it, but they're punting, and this is not a good sign.
That really isn't, but it makes some sense. They want to try to utilize the time on the clock, but it does make some time for the Storm to take as much time off the clock as they want. And a drive they can put this game away.
I'll be honest with you, unless we have like a blunder like, let's see, the college football that happened in Miami.
Yep.
Yeah, unless something like that is happening, Florida should be walking away with this one. Motor City needs a turnover, a fumble return for a touchdown, something. A miracle to happen for them to come back from this 17-point deficit.
Looking for a miracle in Detroit for Florida. This will be a run to the right side and a good-looking run for Bullet Boletsky. He breaks 3 tackles on the way. 2nd and 2.
And let's give a shout-out to our stats team. Jacob Clear just mentioned Brown has only found 2 of his receivers, 3 catches in total. Ouch.
Yeah, that is a brutal number. 2nd and 2. Boletsky's got to make it happen. No, not going to work. Open field tackle is another good one. Another big stop for Holford. 3rd and 1 coming.
Like I said, Motor City's defense, they knew that they're going to force Florida to throw the ball and have them win the game. The problem is Ron Cochran is still Ron Cochran. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a legend. He was up to the challenge today.
He has been so far. 4 and 19 left in this 4th quarter. Hand off, and that's enough. 1st down. Another one past the 50-yard line. The positive drives just keep coming. And Bullet Boletsky with another opportunity.
And I'm just going to bring this up. Remember in the 1st quarter, when Motor City's defense was holding Florida to 0 points, forcing punts, what did their offense was able to do? Unfortunately, nothing. And that's coming back to haunt them in the big way. If they could have just scored points and kept up with Florida, this would be a closer game. But yeah, missed opportunities for Motor City is the summary for them in tonight's game.
Yeah, V8's need to stop and a turnover in the worst way. Offset eye look, heavy set. Looks like it should be a run, and it is. Boletsky with plenty of room, and he will get pushed forward to about a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 on the way.
This is going to be the toughest 80-something, 90-something yard rushing performance from Boletsky that he ever had. Motor City definitely brought it, but Boletsky, he's been bringing it, and you know what? His carries is allowing this clock to melt. Again, missed opportunities is coming back to haunt him.
3 minutes left in this 4th quarter of play. Clock continues to tick down, and this is exactly what the Storm wanted. Just a blood-sucking drive to potentially end the game, if they can do it. Handoff, Boletsky again as they continue to run down this clock. He will get a couple. 3rd and 2.
And Florida's not really worried about the big runs anymore. All they worry about is letting this clock melt. Next time they snap the ball, and after this next play, it'll definitely be the 2-minute warning. If they get the 1st down, then of course they're going to force a Motor City call timeouts. But all Florida's worried about is melting the clock, ending this personal 2-game losing streak, and letting the SFL know that, hey, we still them Storm.
Yeah, they're not going nowhere. 3rd and 2. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff, Boletsky again, gets the 1st down. That may be the last cog in the machine as we hit the 2-minute warning in this football game. It's a 27-10 score. The Storm on the road, dominating in Detroit. Florida would love to get one more crack at some points before the end of this football game. 4-3 look on defense for Motor City. And off Beletsky gets taken down, a 2-yard gain.
It's the first time out. So as of this moment, Florida, this is from our stats group, actually from the commissioner himself, 34 runs at that point and 30 passes. A well-balanced attack, if I do say so myself, from the Storm.
Yeah, that's about all you can really ask for. So that's really nice from the Florida offense. Another run, it looks like, for Beletsky. Should be run number 35 on the game. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage, so nothing doing. 3rd and 9. And another timeout taken by Motor City. If the Florida gets a first down here, this could likely end the game and just get us down to kneels.
Look at the advantage. A 73-40 advantage in total plays. Of course, you know who got the 73.
Beletsky, spin move, didn't quite get the first. 4th and 2. They are close enough, it looks like, to put this ball in the air for a field goal if they decide to. Otherwise, they're just going to go, maybe they go for it and just put a nail in the coffin.
Pardon me, I would just go for it and see if put a nail in the coffin. If they don't get it, Motor City have a long field to go, and the game's basically automatic at that point, but they're going to add points.
Snead, high snap, handled well. Kick is up and on the way. The wind will carry it to the middle of the uprights. 3 more points, 10 plays, 30 yards, 3:27 off the clock, and that is a good time to have a good time-eating drive for the Storm. Motor City gets this ball back.
Yeah, but what a way for Florida to bounce back after 2 close losses, especially the heartbreaking one against Carolina. They got back into the win column. They get their 8th win. They would keep their spot, which I believe is now 3rd or 4th in the top 4 in the playoff seeding. They're looking pretty sharp, and they just let the SFL know that, hey, we're still here. We just bounced back in a big way against a team that, look hot at the beginning of the season. And again, both of these teams got something in common. They definitely handed me and my Vultures a loss. So they beat the defending champs. So, they're both riding highs. Unfortunately, Motor City just hit a rough patch. They're going to have to get back into the drawing board, make the rest of the season a positive one, and see and get ready for hopefully a potential playoff chance. If not, get ready to bounce back for next season.
Minute 37 left. Over the middle goes Brown.
There we go.
He's got himself a first down to the 42-yard line. This will be loss number 4 in a row for Motor City. Throws again. That one's caught again, and it'll be a 9-yard gain. They're going to run some no huddle here. Brown only 12 attempts through the air today. This will be number 13 here. Left side, intercepted. Plenty of room back the other way. The Storm are going to waltz their way to a win in this football game. What an interception there to finish this off. How about it for the Florida Storm, who do it again?
And again, Michaels Brown connection with his receivers has been off, unfortunately, for most of this game. Roscoe Jenkins, the rookie, the 63rd pick of this past draft, gets his first interception of his career, and that is coffin nails.
Wow. What a change in momentum, and that puts us to kneel downs. Just less than 70 seconds left. You do the math. Knee hits the turf. And the clock starts running down. They'll have to kneel it probably one more time. But Florida is going to get to a win. And that is a well-deserved one at that. They came into Detroit and did the job You gotta love that from these guys from Florida. They find ways to win when things aren't always going right, but today it went just fine.
And this will be their 129th win of franchise history. That's first in the league. And this is their 50th win on the road, which is also first in the SFL. So these guys know how to take care of business on the road. A great road win for the Florida Storm, and they still stay undefeated in this series history. Their 5th win in a row.
Both these teams have a Week 13 bye week. The Florida Storm travel to D.C. to take on the Dragons next week. And on the other side, Charleston meets the V8s as the V8s will travel to South Carolina to finish or to have their week 12 opponent there. So that is going to finish things here in Detroit. Bank Michigan Stadium saw a 30-10 Florida Storm win over the Motor City V8s. And T-Roy, give me your thoughts on a game that really came down to one team's execution and game plan being more fluid than the other.
And look at the first quarter, those zeros.
Yeah.
Motor City's defense did an excellent job, as you saw throughout the game, containing the run and forcing Florida to punt and not giving up points. Unfortunately, the offense just was never in sync, and those missed opportunities did come back to bite them, and that interception was the nail in the coffin. Great job by Ron Cochran. He was basically on point. Look at his QB rating. We just missed it. It was like a little bit over 100, 115. There we go. So that he was on point. And EJ Minson, I have to give him player of the game with over 132 yards receiving. He and Zarkov tore up the secondary of the Motor City V8s. A great job by EJ Minson. He is my player of the game.
How about 27-12 in minutes of time on possession? With that, Florida took the advantage there, and you see it there as well. 9 for 13 on third downs from the third-ranked third down offense in the league. 0 for 3. Motor City did not finish it up on third down much at all. For T-Roy Gaines and Cameron Irvine, along with our stats team, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Detroit. And one more game to go tomorrow night for the Monday Night Spectacular. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.